Hey, what is going on, everybody? I am back here with another part of my Super Meat Boy Let's Play. And I did as I said. I pre-recorded my gameplay, I edited out all my deaths, and now I am commenting over it. So here's Chapter 3, The Salt Factory. And as you can see, it's a factory that makes salt. You'll notice that there is salt everywhere, piles of salt. That kills you. And there are fountains of salt, almost like the syringes in World 2, the hospital. You might see here that the ground is a conveyor belt, and you might notice little arrows on it, and the conveyor belts are conveyor belts. They pull you in the direction of the arrows. In this stage you might have a pain because the conveyor belts pull you into the walls, and yeah, there's buzzsaws coming down at you. And sometimes like this, you will need to use the conveyor belts to launch yourself. You have to kind of build enough momentum. And this stage looks easy, but it's really not. There's like one part at the end where the salt sticks out just a little bit, and it can screw you up. And yes, this world introduces missiles which will home in on you, because they are heat-seeking missiles. I actually got really lucky right there. I thought I would die, but I didn't. Here's just a straightforward platforming stage. And some of these stages I didn't. You might notice that there isn't the cutout, and that's because I did those stages in one try. And I think these are the biggest buzzsaws in the game. I just had to point that out, because I think they are. This world also has the moving platforms. This world introduces everything. So this, I don't even know what that is. I just don't know how that happened. I thought it would crush you, but apparently they didn't put the crushing thing in this game. So, at first I thought you could really die from that, but you can't. I just didn't bother editing that out. I didn't feel like it was necessary. It was probably funny. And here is where the crumbling blocks really start to tick you off. You have to do that. And those missiles there, I actually think are rapid fire. If you get too close to them, they will start shooting at you like crazy, which means you are dead. You're dead faster than you can say dead. Here's another pain in the ass. You got these crumbling blocks and the missiles coming after you from the top. At least they had the courtesy to give you that one block right there for protection. So this key actually opens the gate very slowly, so what you gotta do is stand up there and just keep hopping over the missiles. And then when it opens, you jump around, and that key there is actually just for the bandage, but I didn't do that. So here's the third boss, Brownie, which is actually just a blob of poop. It's basically Meat Boy, but made out of Dr. Fetus's crap. So he threatens to torture both of them. And this isn't barely a boss fight at all. This is the least bossiest out of all the bosses in this game, because it's basically just like a normal stage, and all you have to do is race Brownie, but I'm pretty sure you can never lose to him. I don't know what would happen if you did lose. There's no like cutscene or anything. It's just, I think he keeps tripping and he lets you win. I don't know. Might as well make it stage 21, but they had to get a boss in there somehow. So, fairly quick. But I did die a few times on it, only because it's almost like a stage, and there was one mound of salt that kept getting me, but I cut it out, and
Chapter complete.
so that was chapter 3. On to the next world, which is Hell. Yes, that's right. When you say, Meat Boy, you can go to hell, well, he actually does. And so here is a reference to Ninja Gaiden. Each world is a reference to a classic NES video game. I couldn't really remember what the chapter 3 one was. So hell, yeah, why is he happy about that? So as you can see, this place is hell. That's all I have to say about it. So you might notice that this place looks like the Nether in Minecraft, but that's because they're hell. And also there's lava everywhere. Lava fountains, lava rock, lava everything. There's also buzzsaws, moving platforms. And yeah, it really is like a hell. It was hell trying to get through all these stages. It's bad enough we'll have to go through the hell of chapters 5 and 6. I actually got all this footage of the game about a month ago, but I never got the time to make the commentary. Or it wasn't like a month ago, it was like a couple weeks ago, but still. And you may be wondering by now, how's the music continue on? Well, at least you can turn the music off in this game. Oh, thank goodness for that, because if you wouldn't, you would just be annoyed. So I turned it off and I put the music in myself. I think I did a pretty good job. I don't know about you, but I think I did good. And this stage is a pain in the ass. It will kill you a lot. As you could get a quick glimpse of it right there, I died a lot of times, but this stage also gave me some trouble at first, but then I figured out how to do it. That's basically this game. You'll have trouble at first, but it'll take you 100 tries, but you'll finally get it. And also, this is, I think, the only world that has these portals, and they act like portals. Well, at least I don't have to do this live commentary. That just saved me so much stress. I can't imagine what it would be like. Just sitting, relaxing, watching me fail. It's all good. And yeah, this world also has these lasers that follow you. Not like the lasers in the hospital that just stay in one place and flicker on and off. No, these guys are out to kill you. I always thought they looked like eyeballs. So here's even more crumbling blocks that want you dead. And sometimes, like here, you're gonna have to use the laser movement to your advantage. And this world has these kind of advanced versions of the missiles from Chapter 3. They are like chainsaws that try to eat you, and when they explode, they shoot out little chainsaws in all other directions, and that is a real annoyance. It just annoys me so much. I had to skip some levels at first because of those bastards, but here is the real toughie. This is probably the hardest stage in the chapter. What you do is you have to wall jump there, and you kind of have to make this pattern. It's really hard to explain. You have to kind of get down this certain pattern so that, like, usually you'll be able to get 4 chainsaws down in the time that takes you to do that, and the 4th chainsaw will normally make its way around and kill you. I don't know, it's just really hard to explain. So here's really annoying too, is that the lava takes forever to rise and go down, but that's what happens by the time you manage to get over there. So that was all the regular stages. Now here's the boss, and this boss fight, with quotation marks, might be the most kind of boss fight-ish boss out of all of them, and I'll show you why. It's really short too, but out of all of them, it's just the most, what do you call it? I don't know. Most like a boss fight. Still not a fight though, it's just like an avoidance. And so Little Horn, it's a giant meat golem. That's what the music is called. The music track is called Meat Golem. I guess I didn't have any better adjectives for him. And so basically you stand on this platform and you have to avoid all of his attacks, but what's good is that his pattern never changes. So all you have to do is memorize it, or you could just look it up on the internet, and you will get it down. And basically he smashes his head 3 times, and those are almost like the hits. And it's really not hard, because if you stand on that right spot, that right portion of the platform, none of his attacks will hit you except for the sliding across the fist. None of those burning corpses could hit you. So really easy once you get it down. It was really easy for me too. I just figured it out and I was like, oh, that's simple. So what is this? It's Dr. Fetus's nuke. Meat Boy will not let it go off. there's a problem here. That's not Dr. Fetus at all. So, he's just like after you and he blows up the nuke, and he got his head sewed back on, but not for long. Poor squirrel.
Chapter complete.
But what I never understood was, like, Meat Boy should have just took Bandage Girl and ran right there. Apparently the nuke knocked him out and Dr. Fetus could get him. So that was chapters 3 and 4 of Super Meat Boy. I hope you guys enjoyed. On the next part, I will finish up by doing chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 5 is the Rapture, and as you might notice, it's a dead city, almost like a rapture. I don't know, it's something from the Bible. I don't really get it because I'm atheist, but I don't know. You guys look it up if you want. You might even know what it is, but that doesn't matter to me. So, I will see you guys all later.